I can't comprehend how important reading books, even at a small level, can significantly change your life, the way you look at life, the way you act, the way you think, developing new habits, starting a business. All these things just stem from books. And although you may think that they aren't that valuable unless you put them into action, that is really important. And that is a big factor of reading books. However, just reading books will open your mind to so many things. So, for example, let's say you read like a philosophy book, Jordan Peterson, Dostoevsky, whatever it is, Nietzsche. You're opening your mind, Marcus Aurelius, like you're opening your mind to different thoughts and different ideas, which will give you a different sort of muscle in your brain that helps you think better, if that makes sense. In addition, what I've realized is that although you're not getting that sort of one-on-one mentorship from people who have experienced stuff like business, like let's say you have like a billionaire, right? It's much better if he mentors you one-on-one. Like let's say you're going to his place, he's teaching you things. That's invaluable. However, if that same billionaire writes like a book on making money, well, it's gonna cost like $20, you're gonna learn so much. And although it may not be a lot, just paying that small price, you're gonna learn so many insights. It's sort of like a mentorship in of itself because the author is putting down his thoughts and ideas of that certain experience. Sorry guys, I'm not feeling too good. But yeah, like let's say you want to learn a new habit, right? Atomic Habits. Every new reader kind of knows this, but okay, you can look up on the internet how to develop new habits, and they'll give you like a generic answer, ChatGPT, whatever it may be. In a book, there's enough leeway, and they have your attention space for what, a couple hours to understand the knowledge and the book deeply. So not only are you getting a lot of knowledge from someone who has a lot of experience in that field, you're also getting mentorship on that specific thing, in addition to a high level of amount of knowledge that you're more likely to remember. I forget the study. I remember seeing this somewhere, but you're more likely to remember something in book format versus video format because it's much harder to digest. You have to take your time with it, and you can't just fly through it like you can in a video. In a book, it's much more dense, and you're more likely to remember it. So not only are you getting the mentorship that everyone kind of wants for a cheap price, you're getting a ton of knowledge. Although it may not all be applied, you're getting a good amount of knowledge. Like, look at the amount of books. I think it was First Man who said this, but the person who reads 50, 60 books in a year and they're consistently reading will not be the same person year after year. You're going to develop as a person the more you read. The more you read about life, the more you read about education, business, these things apply to your life. Fitness also, reading fitness books. These things will add so much value to your life that your life will completely change. I cannot stress this enough. Books are one of the best things you could have done. It changed my life. It changed the trajectory of my life. I started with like how to win friends and influence people. Like it wasn't like a life-changing book, but just the simple act of consciously educating yourself outside of school and opening your mind to new ideas and thoughts is outstanding. I read the Communist Manifesto, for example. I'm not a communist. I still read the book to understand the thought patterns behind why the Soviets did what they did, why they followed Karl Marx and his ideologies in the Communist Manifesto. These are things we all must know and will change you as a person in the way you think. It'll get you open minded, let alone the mentorships that you'll be getting from books. James Clear, who wrote Atomic Habits, I probably could not afford a one on one discussion with him. He probably charges a lot. Well, I could, but it's a lot of money. But his ideas in his book is much more affordable to younger people who may not want to pay an outlandish amount of money to pay for his one-on-one services. In addition, you're getting a lot more quality content in this book, which has been thought out time and time. I spent probably 2 years on this book. So much more value there, much more value in terms of how much you're going to memorize, sort of a mentorship, in addition to you changing as a person with your open ideas, which will lead to more self improvement. So yeah, guys, just read books, even if it's like 10 pages a day. Do it. Just do it. I started with 10 pages a day. Now I'm reading like a book a week, a book a day, whatever it may be. But yeah, I got a pretty good thing here. I know people who've read 5,000 books, 1,000 books. I'm nowhere near these people's level, but I'm working towards educating myself daily. And that's where the mindset of self improvement comes in and how you can change your life through books.